Well, hello again, YouTube. Guess who's back with another stolen OC? I got a whole bag full of these, so don't expect these videos to stop anytime soon. I don't know why people trust me with their characters. So, this is part 2 of stealing my friends' characters. If you haven't seen part 1, it's really not that big of an issue. Maybe just go watch it when this video's over. I could really use the pennies from that AdSense revenue, so I won't need to get student loans. Pray for me. I'd also like to personally thank the uninsured, underage, drunk, and/or high driver who hit the transformer and caused a power surge in my neighborhood. Thank you for costing me all of my concepting footage and the start of my finished speed paint footage, as well as our microwave and dishwasher and all the surge protectors in my house. Don't worry, I'm sure all the other homes were very happy that their outlets started exploding as well. Don't worry, she was completely fine, no injuries at all. If she was injured, I probably maybe wouldn't be joking about it. Maybe. So, last time I stole my friend Sam, or Jaded Illustrator's character Issa, and I turned her into a Raiju Guardian. I still have no idea if I'm saying that right. Duolingo's gonna come murder me in my sleep. This weeaboo is missing all her Japanese lessons. Now this time I've stolen G, Jeep-senpai's character. A cyborg in a futuristic world, she's cool, a total bad apple, please don't demonetize me, and you know I am all about that. Now Jeep kinda described her more as a blank slate, like she develops a personality over time, and that goes perfectly with a concept I had scrapped forever ago. A golem. Now a golem is from Jewish folklore, but obviously it's kind of expanded into a lot of different things. It's basically a magical being made from an animate material like clay or stone, and the stories vary on whether they can have free will or if they're basically the magical equivalent of robot slaves. The main reasons I scrapped this idea from Project Evolution was I wasn't sure how I could do that whole no personality aspect and still have a well-developed character, and I was not ready to draw all those little pieces of rock. That's the same reason I took out most of the winged guardians. I do not got time for that. So, seeing how G is a cyborg with a developing personality and is covered in armor, I'd say this is a pretty gosh dang perfect fit. Now originally I wanted to have some sort of Jewish pattern in the cracks on the rock, but when I look up traditional Jewish patterns, all I get is the Star of David, so I tried more Arabic patterns since that's kind of the general vicinity that Jewish people came from, and they have red stone there, so it'd be perfect, but all those designs are way too flowy. I did end up finding some more geometric ones that would work, but I ended up completely abandoning that idea just to replicate the patterns Jeep gave originally on her armor. One of her concepts that you didn't get to see was actually her with like floating limbs. I wasn't sure if G could actually remove limbs since I'm not sure what parts of her were cybernetic, and I thought that might be a little bit too convoluted of a design. What, you know, with the floating limbs and the floating rocks and the cracks on her body and the cracks on her rock armor. Maybe it's just me, but that seems like a tiny tiddly bit too much. So I went ahead and just added the cracks in her face since part of me really did not want to let that design go. I was gonna add more cracks, but G doesn't really show skin in her design, nor does she seem like the kind of gal that would, if you know what I mean. It's kinda weird not giving her a uniform like all the other Guardians. For her, I was mainly focused on the underlayers, or I guess what would be the underlayers of the uniform. Since her rock armor is basically the uniform that she wears into battle, adding more layers seemed to kinda ridiculous. See, all the Guardians have this layer under their respective uniforms. Originally, I called this under armor, but I don't feel like getting sued by a sportswear company, so I've just been calling it the second skin armor. It's kinda like Kevlar, but thinner. It helps absorb some of the damage that Guardians take in battle, things like bullets and blades. It doesn't really do much for them getting smashed through buildings or anything, but hey, what can you do? So I went ahead and I used that as G's outfit. I've been wanting to add more detail to that layer anyway, since before it was basically just a skin-tied bodysuit. So I added some small armor details, some cloth, things just to protect her skin from the hard rock and to pay homage to G's original look. I did try adding a bit of complementary color here in G's design, not too much, since like Issa, her design's color scheme is rather minimal compared to what I'm used to. But I did give the small clasp on her armor more of a blue tone to combat all the red in there. Not that you can really see it with all the rocks covering it, but whatever. And I also went ahead and gave the rocks a slight purple hue. Just a little bit, just to go against all the yellow. But I did not give G any gradients in her hair. I feel so lost. I need crazy hair. I tried. You'll see at the end, I do add a little tiny bit of red in there, but it's more so for depth rather than style. I actually feel like I kind of went a little overboard with the shading here. I'm trying to go for a more minimal cell shading effect in my shading, just so when I do start releasing the comic again, I'll have a better chance of actually keeping up with the updates. Anyone have tips on making comics faster? Let me know, cause I am like the slowest artist ever. I am so sorry to the people who order commissions. I think that's about it. I'm probably going to be ending the video here. I know, kind of a quick one, but considering I lost a large chunk of footage, I do have quite a bit less to work with. So, this was G, Jeep-senpai's character, redesigned as a guardian in my webcomic Project Evolution. I'm debating if I want to open this up to fans too, so let me know if you guys want to see that. I don't know, like, maybe do a giveaway every month where I redesign one of your OCs, you know, with your permission of course. I don't know, I'll be signing up for classes again pretty soon, so I'll just see what my schedule is gonna look like. Speaking of classes, this video was sponsored by, I'm just kidding. But if you do want to help me get through university, I am reopening my Patreon, my Ko-fi will be linked below, and my commissions are usually 90% of the time open, also linked below. I'm trying to save up as much as I can, since it doesn't look like I'll be getting any financial aid this year. Again. So that'll be fun. If you guys like to give me a follow or just chill and chat about things, all my social media and my Discord server, as always, are linked below. Thank you guys as always so much for your support, and I'll be seeing you all again in the next video. Bye for now.